You know, people used to really love my rant videos, and I got hype, and I just yelled. I think I'm going to have to use some smelling salts before. This is a story about powerlifting. Hold on. Oh, whoa. Ah. Woo. Boom. Boom. What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, tigerfitness.com. What I just sniffed, this is the new hardcore smelling salt. This is tiger's blood. Now, I'm not going to sniff this one right now. This is tiger's piss. This is the extreme hardcore. We actually, oh man, first time I used it after a back workout, first time in my life, first time I ever got it. Got 703 on hex par deadlift, 703 pounds for 2 reps. We're talking about powerlifting. No, we're talking about transgenders. Now, I need to be really careful what I say. Number one, because I don't want y'all canceling me. Number two, because a lot of woke retailers carry the outright bar. I don't want to make them mad. And number three, because, well, I don't really hate anybody. And I think everybody should have a right to do what they do and be who they are, dress how they want to dress. If you think you're a goat, you can be go, meh, meh, meh. If you want to be a cow, moo, you can be a cow. If you want to be a horse, meh, you can be a horse. If you want to be a female, that's much less than any of those. And there are people who are literally trans cats. They think they're cats. There's one school, I believe it's a rumor that Franklin High School has litter boxes for kids who identify as cats. I don't care what you identify as. Just don't expect me to get it right. If you're like, look, man, if you're obviously, if you're very visually something and I say, hey, what's up, dude? You're like, no, I'm a she. I'm like, oh, had no idea. My bad. Just because, and I'm also a guy who says, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. All that stuff. I'm going to mess up. However, I do believe that, you know, and just my personal beliefs. I'm not a big fan of drag shows at schools. Not a big fan. Not a big fan of dudes using women's restrooms. Not a big fan. If you have a penis, don't want you in the restroom of my daughter. I'm sorry. I just don't. That makes me a bad person. I'm not transphobic. I'm not afraid of them. If I saw a you can't see, it's not transvestite, transgender, whatever. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, I'm scared. It's a transvestite. Transgender. No, I'm just gonna be like, cool. Like, you do you, bro. I'll do me. I literally train to look muscular. A lot of people don't like how I look. I understand what it's like to be something different. That's fine. You do you, you be you. For the record, certain things I'm not cool with, and I'm not cool with biological males being in female sports. I just don't think it's fair. My daughter literally has the state record in every powerlifting category: bench, deadlift, squat, total for her age and weight. My son does as well. However, there are many dudes my daughter's weight who will outlift her, and she's been doing this since she was 7. There's a dude who can start lift because dudes are just stronger, better bone density, reaction time, and you're going to see, and you're seeing it right now, even though there's a very small percentage of transgenders in female sports, they're destroying things, man. And if they're not, that just means they're really shitty athletes. It just does. Speaking of my daughter, I want you guys, if you have, check it out. If you have a child who's a female, an actual biological female, well, males can take it too. Females, in adolescent years especially, are deficient in certain vitamins and minerals, okay? Like iron, for example, because, well, they menstruate. Different needs, and virtually all teenage girls are deficient in these vitamins and minerals. My daughter was suffering from hemiplegic migraines. You basically stroke out on one side of your face. And so she's like, I need to prevent this from happening to me and to others. So she researched and she found out vitamins and minerals that cause these things to happen because females are deficient in them. And she came out with her first product ever. It is Lacuna Nutrition, my daughter's line, Cami Lobliner's line, Lacuna Nutrition Omnia. Check out what's in it. These are proven vitamins and minerals that females are deficient in their adolescent years. Vitamin D, thiamine, riboflavin, vitamin B6, vitamin B12, pantothenic acid, calcium, iron, magnesium, and zinc. Here's the thing though. A lot of supplements, they give you mega doses of these. A lot of them can be even toxic doses for some. That's why we put exactly 100% of the RDA. Well, I should get 1,000%. You also get it from your diet. This is an insurance policy. If you have a daughter, if you know a young athlete, if you know an athlete between the ages of 5 and 25, a female athlete, check this out. I'm going to link it down below. We got it at Tiger Fitness. Also, her site is being developed right now, lacunanutrition.com. I'm very proud of my daughter. Now let's get into the story. This is from Blaze. I know a lot of you guys go, oh, right-wing garbage. Well, the bottom line is, let's be honest, like CNN, these liberal magazines, they're not going to write about this. And this affects us because, well, my kids are power lifters, and a lot of people who watch this channel are power lifters. A lot of them. A lot of power lifters. And it's trendy. It's something to talk about. Come on. Male powerlifting coach crushes female bench record, previously set by male transsexual, just to prove a point. Ann Andres is a biological man who claims to be a female and basically competes in multiple weightlifting competition. And she broke the record for women's bench in the province of Alberta. He has gone so far in recent months as to ridicule real women who compete against him. So not only is this Ann Andres guy, girl, he, she, her, I don't know, cancel me for it. I have no clue. They said guy. I don't know if I'm misgendering, dead naming. I don't know. Whatever it is, I apologize in advance. So not only is this person, this she, her, identifies as she, her, who's a biological he, him, not only is he, she, destroying these female records, this person is going out there and absolutely like talking trash. And I looked at it, it's kind of funny, about female powerlifting. Team Canada's former male powerlifting coach, Avi Silverberg, one of my people, has evidently had enough of non-competitive men migrating to women's sports and gender self-identification policies in powerlifting. Over the weekend, he temporarily identified as a transgender and demolished Andres' record. So here's the problem. Like, there's no litmus test. Here's my theory. If you're willing to commit and chop off your penis, I don't know, man. I almost think you should get a medal and get free rewards just for chopping off your penis. The simple thought of chopping off my penis, having a wound turned inside out into a makeshift vagina that you can never let heal or else it closes up, that's commitment. I want to see commitment. Andres is technically Alberta's powerlifting record holder for bench and deadlift in the women's category. According to Open Powerlifting, Andres' personal best are 440.9 pounds for squat, which is pretty weak, 275.5 for bench, pretty weak, and 545.6 pounds for deadlift. Being real, those records in men's would be like for 120-pound dudes. This transsexual athlete has won 8 out of the 9 female competitions he has entered since 2019. The fact he didn't win all of them shows that he's a shitty athlete. The Independent Council on Women's Sports, an advocacy group seeking to protect women's sports from male infiltrators, indicated that outrage mounted after Andres added insult to injury, having denigrated his competitors and claiming that women's bench is so bad. Andres said in a video posted to Instagram, "Why is women's bench so bad? I mean, not compared to me. We all know I'm a tranny freak." Oh my God, dude, read the room, bro. Standard bench in powerlifting competition is for women. I literally don't know why it's so bad, Andres reiterated. My son, he weighs 45 pounds. His max bench is like 33. I'm legit seeing someone in competition who are doing something like 50 pounds, and I just don't understand it. I've competed against some really bad bodybuilders, and at one point, I was a really bad bodybuilder. That is horrible decorum. And I want to punch Andres in the face, but I won't because that is assault, and assault is wrong. So I just want, but I won't because that is wrong. And I strongly advise against violence. But the initial reaction is stop being such a jerk. On March 25th, Silverberg decided to temporarily identify as a female. So he entered the Heroes Classic powerlifting meet in Lethbridge, Alberta. The meet reportedly adhered to Canadian Powerlifting Union's gender self-identification policy announced earlier this year. So technically, I'm a male on steroids. I can go here to a non-tested event and say, hey, I'm a chick, and they got to let me compete as a chick. If you don't see this as absurd, we can't be friends. Like, we will never see eye to eye on anything. The policy states individuals participating in development and recreational sport should be able to participate in the gender in which they identify and not be subject to requirements for disclosure of personal information beyond those required of cisgender athletes. Cisgender means like I'm a dude, so I'm a dude. Nor should there be any requirement for hormonal therapy or surgery. So I could be a chick. So I can say I'm a chick, so I'm a dude, so I'm cis. But if I don't want to be cis, I simply have to say that I'm a chick, and then I'm not a chick. I'm a bi or trans male. Silverberg exploited this gender policy as Andres had, then tested the transsexual athlete's record with him watching. Not only did the male coach beat Andres' record, he cleared it by nearly 100 pounds because, well, Andres is not very strong. Silverberg casually pressed 370 pounds, while Andres had previously lifted 275. The Independent Council on Women's Sport noted on Twitter that Avi Silverberg just broke the Alberta women's best bench press record in the 84 plus kg category at the Heroes Classic. Icons told the feminist publication Redux, what Avi so obviously points out is that policies allowing men to access women's sports completely remove any integrity in women's competition. Truer words have never been spoken. It doesn't matter how Avi expresses himself or perceives himself, he clearly does not belong in women's sport, and neither does any male, regardless of their motivation for wanting to participate, added the women's advocacy group. Oh, my good friend Greg Doucette lauded Silverberg's weighty protest, stated how long before powers that be suddenly wake up and smell the coffee and understand that if you're born a female, you're not going to be as powerful, as strong, as tall, as big as if you're born a male. To me, the answer is simple. We need a separate category, a new category, the trans category, said Doucette. And to that, Greg, I agree. Oh, man. Here's the deal. Biological men just have biological men stuff. You can't just take estrogen and turn off your genes. You can't turn off your chromosomes. You can't turn off what happened while you were in the womb, developing as a little boy or a little girl. At the end of the day, you can identify as what you want to identify as. But as the father of a daughter who has trained her ass off, my daughter, she's not going to play soccer in college, not because she's not good enough, she's had offers, but because she wants to move on with her career, namely Lacuna Nutrition. And she loves powerlifting, and she loves bikini and bodybuilding more. So look at it this way. My daughter's a powerlifter, and I'm watching these biological males make it impossible for female powerlifters to even compete in their own organizations. At the end of the day, you could call me a classical feminist. I believe in protecting women's rights. I believe that women should have a place to compete among women. Simply saying you are a woman if you are a biological male is not enough. However, I was kind of joking before, even if you do lop off your penis, it doesn't make you a female. It just makes you a male with a lopped off penis who identifies as a female. And for the record, I completely am all for you identifying as whatever you want to identify as, and I respect that. I identify as a really bad bodybuilder, but I'm still a bodybuilder. I identify as one, and you shouldn't judge me for that. But if you do, that's okay too, because as humans and living in a country like America, we have the First Amendment. You have the right to judge me. You have the right to talk shit about me. You can do anything but incite me or punch me in the face, right? But at the end of the day, man, this has gone too far. And this is where I encourage all males, including myself. I will probably be doing this year. Every single male should enter a powerlifting competition or a female sport and win, because the only way to get rid of this is to demonstrate how truly absurd it is. Anyway, bottom line is, the problem is I'll probably join a female powerlifting competition and lose. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Smelling salts, these will be linked down below. DYEL Labs, Tiger's Blood and Tiger's Piss. And of course, my daughter's product, Omnia, from Lacuna Nutrition. Link down below. Love y'all. That's not a game.
go through dozens of bottles of vitamins, of supplements, just to get what I need. Look, I'm busy. I'm running multiple businesses. I'm coaching. I'm a professional bodybuilder getting ready for my first pro show. I don't have time to sit there and do all that. I gotta go. I'm on the go all the time. That is why I created MTS Nutrition Immortal. Here's how they look. This replaces dozens of bottles of supplements. And let me tell you exactly what this has. It has probiotics, greens, liver detox, joint support, cardiovascular support, and the most complete multivitamin, multi-mineral supplement ever created. If you have a busy life or you simply want more time to do the things you love and be able to travel by just taking one simple little pack with you, Immortal's for you.